Marshall sideways in front of Prosper and going to 6 hours. Amy Zucker.
Down low, beating and banging here in the sportsman class. Still banging as we head down.
Grapple going to work there. Oh, 5 wide for a moment through 1 and 2. Back down to 4 and 3 wide off of 2. What a showing.
Let's take a look at your first heat race.
All right, on the pole, we got the 77G. That is Mike Grasson to his outside. Last week's feature winner, the 1R, the kid, Cade Richards.
On the inside of row 2, one of the fastest guys at the Crawford County Speedway, Denison, the 14XX, Jake Sacco, and the 45 Dale Ricks Jr.
AJ Bullware, the Bullfrog rounds out your field, and we're underway. Cade Richards out to the early race lead. He's going to lead him down into turn number 1 and 2. Mike Grass sitting in that second spot. Sacco in third, but side by side now with Grass as Grass gets a little loose. Goes around in turn number 3 and up on the cement barrier. He's going to keep it rolling, and we're still going to be green. Meanwhile, Cade Richards still with your race lead, and then it's Sacco, Bullware, Ricks, and Grass.
Cade Richards with the early lead, but here comes Sacco. That's a phrase I've said many times down in Denison. Jake Sacco currently sitting in second, right on the rear bumper of your National Rookie of the Year. Sitting in third, that's the Bullfrog, AJ Bullware, Dale Ricks Jr. fourth, and Mike Grass around that top 5. But once again, as they come through 3 and 4, Sacco right on the back bumper of Cade Richards.
The kid still out in front, but he's got company from Jake Sacco. Cade Richards zips the car down low in turns 1 and 2. He's going to get a great run off of 2. Now gets a little squirrely. Sacco right there as he has been all heat race long. He's going to try to pull side by side with him into turn number 3. Not going to be able to, though. 2 to go this time by Cade Richards as Mike goes around in turns 1 and 2. He's going to pull it down to the infield. But Cade Richards, caution's going to come out now. Caution coming out. Mike Grass spinning in turns 1 and 2. He's going to bring it down into the infield.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mike Grass not able to clear the way before the leaders were coming to him. Sacco, who's fast everywhere he goes, and you've got the Bullfrog starting right behind the National Rookie of the Year. This could get interesting as we're going to go back to green. 2 laps to go. And it's going to be Cade Richards leading him down into turn number 1. Sacco still right on his back bumper. Now Sacco gets the inside. Unfortunately, can't quite capitalize. He's still staying around the rear bumper of the 1R. They're going to come down and see 1 lap to go this time by.
The kid, Cade Richards, slips up a little bit. Here comes Sacco on the inside. White bed sheet's going to come out one more time around. Dale Ricks Jr. is going to get by the 14 of AJ Bullware as Ricks takes the bottom side now, and AJ still back in fourth. But meanwhile, in the final time, turn 3 and 4, the kid, Cade Richards, out in front. Going to slide up in front of Sacco. Going to come on the front stretch, and Cade Richards is going to be your heat race number 1 winner, followed by Sacco, Ricks Jr., and AJ Bullware rounding out the field. And then Mike Grass getting credited with 5th. Heavy damage to the rear of that 77G in the infield there as he went around in turns number 3 and 4 and kind of parked it on the cement barrier. And Rusty Montang, towhead in the T1 to his outside.
And once again, normally the 53K this week, he is driving the T69 in honor of Jeff Thomas. That is your 2019 track champ, Michael Kramer.
Cody Johnson gives him the sign. Green flag is out, and we're underway with heat race number 2. Plum's going to lead him into turn number 1 and 2. Chris DeMera trying to fight for that second spot. Going to pull side by side now with Hodgkinson. Smoke coming out of Plum's car. A little bit of dust as well. Plum's going to lead lap number 1.
Aaron Plum once again, smoke pouring out of the car like it has each week he's been up here, but the car is still fast. Right now he's got a battle between him and Wesley Hochstein right now. Hochstein's going to take over the lead. Now it looks like Plum going to try back on the outside. He gets up to his door. It's about all the further he goes. They're going to be followed up by DeMara and Dole Towhead himself, Rusty Montag. Mike Kramer rounding out the top 5 right now. But it is, once again, Wesley Hochstein with the lead.
Hodgkinson still to lead. Plum in second. Montang and DeMera side by side for third. Kramer at the back of the pack. Rusty Montang going to get by DeMera for that third spot. He's going to set his sights now on Plum in second. Plum slides up the hill. Rusty Montang on the inside. Well, Hodgkinson slides up the track. Still going to have your race lead though with 2 laps to go, but here comes Plum on the inside. Hodgkinson still leading. Plum on the inside. Montang in third. DeMera in fourth, and Kramer at the back of the pack in 5th. Leaders coming to turn 3 and 4 now. Hodgkin slides up a little bit. Here comes Blum on the bottom. White flag is out one more time around. It's Hodgkinson just by a nose at the flag stand. Blum still trying to get around him on the inside of turns 1 and 2. They're side by side down the backstretch as they come into turn 3. Coming into turn 3 now, Hodgkin slides up the track a little bit. Blum choosing on the bottom. It's going to be a drag race here on the front stretch of the finish. Who's going to be? Hodgkinson with the heat race win. Blum in second. Montang in third. Demera in fourth. And Mike Kramer in fifth.
What a battle between Wesley Hochstein and the 128 of Aaron Plum. And once again, it wouldn't be a Sport Mod feature without Aaron Plum smoking, but even smoking, that car is just bad fast.
Mike Hansen starts inside of row number 2 in the 55M. And the 22X, that is Andrew Harris.
In Rusty Wheels' car, I might add. In your third row, CC82 of Dylan Fitzpatrick, 29N of Cody Nielsen.
And then the 17T of Troy Dowdy is at the back of the pack. Looks like Andrew Harris is going to be taking a rear start, though.
It's going to play out. Not to mention the fact we've got at least one of the Nielsens here. This is going to get interesting. We're green. And right off the bat, it's going to be Drew Bargloff leading him down into turn number 1. Mike Hansen second. But here comes Cody Nielsen to the inside of Hansen. He's already battling for second. Gets second, has to back down as Bargloff shuts the door on him. Now Nielsen's going to try once again to get to the inside. Drag race on the front stretch. It's going to be the lead lap 1. Bargloff by a nose. Of course, Bargloff and Nielsen battle side by side at the Clay County Fair Speedway weekly. They know each other really well.
Bargloff and Nielsen side by side, as well as Nate Rigneris and Dylan Fitzpatrick side by side as well, right behind them. Nielsen going to take the lead at the flag stand. Bargloff in second. Dylan Fitzpatrick gets beside. Oh, we got a one around in turn number 2.
Drew Bargloff
going to come out.
Bargloff goes around, and unfortunately the 8X Andy Hoffman nowhere to go in that deal.
Great battle between Nate Rigneris in the 32 and the 82 of Dylan Fitzpatrick. And Drew Bargloff got caught up in there, got turned around, and no major damage really, just a little light tap from the 8X of Andy Hoffman. Normally Rusty Wheels drives across the street at Park Jefferson. I guess Andrew Harris wanted to drive the car tonight, so he gave him the okay to do it. And let's see, we're going to be back to green now. Cody Nielsen with the race lead. Dylan Fitzpatrick in that second spot. Nate Rigneris third. Mike Hansen in fourth, and Andrew Harris in fifth. Nielsen's going to lead him into turn 3 and 4. Fitzpatrick right behind him, along with Nate Rigneris. Nate Rigneris in that 32 car, normally a sportsman car, over at Rapid Speedway in Rock Rapids, Iowa. Decided to come down and play with these guys tonight. So glad to see him make his hobby stock debut here at the Raceway Park. Nielsen still with your race lead. Fitzpatrick in second, Rigneris in third. Look who's sitting fourth, PJ. Andrew Harrison, that 22 and fourth. But just as I speak, here comes Bargloff.
Yeah, but Andrew Harris has a big problem on his hands on his back bumper. That is the 62X of Drew Bargloff. Bargloff trying to find a way to get by him there. He's up to his quarter, up to his door. Can't quite capitalize. 1 lap to go for Cody Nielsen, though. Fitzpatrick second. Rigneris third. Once again, Bargloff has to set him behind Harris. Now he's going to try and get by him again. Harris just a little out of shape. They pull side by side. Up front, it's going to be Cody Nielsen's going to win. Dylan Fitzpatrick second. Nate Rigneris third. Bargloff's going to be fourth. Hoffman fifth, and at the line by a nose. And it's going to be Andrew Harris. Got a little bit squirrely coming out of 4, but he still manages to finish 6th. So we'll take it.
Looks like Andy Hoffman and then the 17T of Troy Dowdy changed spots here. So Troy Dowdy in the 17T.
And Tanner Dowdy, both Dowdys in here.
So let's see what they can do. Green flag in hand. Cody Johnson's going to wave it. RPMs come up, and we're underway with heat race number 2.
It's going to be Tanner Dowdy leading him down to turn number 1. Ertman into second right now. Jeremy Ertman with a better run off the high side. He's going to pull side by side with Dowdy. The L82, Logan Fitzpatrick, he is getting enveloped. He's got third, but he's got Schneiders and Schuren right beside him, or right behind him. Right now, it's going to be the 17, Tanner Dowdy is going to be leading lap number 1. Once again, Ertman trying to get to the outside. They make an even run down the backstretch. Once again, Ertman with a slight advantage. But as they come through 3 and 4, who's it going to be lead lap 2? It's going to be Dowdy by nose.
Ertman with the lead now as he slips up the track in turns 1 and 2. Danny now down on the bottom side. Dowdy and Ertman side by side for the race lead. Coming into turn number 3, Ben Schneider sitting in 4th, and Dowdy in the 17T sitting in 4th. Tanner going to slide up the track just a little bit again. Jeremy Ertman gets a little bit loose, but Dowdy is going to lead. Dowdy still with the race lead. Ertman now to the inside of Dowdy. Ertman in the A1X and Tanner Dowdy in the 7. They're side by side coming down the backstretch. Ertman going to pull it into turn number 3. He's going to slide up the track along with Dowdy. Coming on the front stretch is going to be a drag race. Who's going to get to the flag stand first? Jeremy Ertman by a nose cone. Great battle up front, but behind them we got Ben Schneider in the 34B, and then Troy Dowdy in the 17T. Tanner Dowdy gets a little bit loose now. 3 wide coming into turn number 3. 3 wide, you got a pair of Dowdies on the outside and inside with Ben Schneider's caught in the middle. White flag out, 1 lap to go for Jeremy Ertman, your race leader.
Tanner Dowdy, one little bobble in a very strong car, puts him back into the battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Right now, Schneider's has 2nd.
Lowell Jansen around.
Lowell Jansen around, coming out of 2. Don't matter. Checkered flag going to come out. It's going to be Jeremy Ertman. Ben Schneider's. At the line. I don't know which of the Dowdies got it. The 17 and the 17T were side by side at the line.
We can tell you a Dowdy got 3rd.
A Dowdy got 3rd and a Dowdy got 4th. I just can't tell you which one. It was neck and neck at the line, even standing right across the finish line. I'm not sure. But we can tell you the 48 of Justin Shuren round out that top 5.